Hi everyone. So I welcome you to the Service Portal Tips and Techniques Part 3. Today we're going to talk about events in widget. So what is an event? Event is a way to notify other widgets on the page that something important has occurred. So for example, if you see on my page right now, I've marked everything in red. So I have different widgets. So firstly, fire event is one widget and demo for events is one widget. Now, if I want to communicate from this widget to this, then I have to use events. Firstly, let's see how it is working. So you can see I am Batman color is neon. So if I just click on make it yellow, you can see it work. And if I click on make it neon, so that's how it is working. And you can see below what is the data that is coming up. So I'll talk about data and everything in a minute now. So let's see how it works first. Firstly, we'll go into the fire event one. So if you can see, this is a fire event widget. What I have done is like I have two A tags on which I have used an ng click, which is just a function that I have written in client script. So the main thing that we have to understand is this dollar root scope dot dollar emit, and we have to pass two parameters. One is the event name and one is the data. So in my case, the data is the color that I'm passing. So you can see in the function I'm using color, and here I'm passing it, and it is coming from this side. So I'll just pause for a second so that you guys can look into this code. Now, once we emit this thing up, we need a way to catch it in the different widget. So we have something like dollar on, dollar root scope, dollar on, and we have to pass the event name. So that is like in our case, it is change color, same thing that we have named there. And it will have two parameters, event and data. Data is nothing but whatever we are passing, and event has certain properties like in which like name and other things. For now we just should focus on the data thing, and I'll show you in the end like what are the different properties we get in event and as well as data. So now what I did, whatever the data that I'm getting from the other widget, I'm setting it to a color, and then based on that I'm switching a class in this. So I've used ng class, and based on that I'm switching. So I'm putting as button 1 or button 2 like that. So this is how it is working. Again, I'll show you the demo. So if I click on neon, so it's changing, and when I make it yellow, it's doing that. Now let's understand a bit more. So what I'm going to do is like I'll launch the debugger. So I can add a debugger inside of it, and I'll just save it. I just want to show you what are the parameters that we get. So I'll go here and I'll just press F12 so that we get the console that is open. Okay, now let it refresh. So now you can see right now we don't have any data. As soon as I click on it, you can see that I'm into the debugger. I'll just make it maximize it, so you can see that I am into the function that is written, that is change color. Now let's go into the second step. So you can see that I'm emitting it, and now in my this on one where I'm seeing that, you can see that we have two objects, event as well as data. Data is simply the color that we are passing, and in the event we get different parameters: current scope, default prevented, name, other thing. And like you don't have to get concerned with all these parameters. If you want to use a name, you can use that, but these are the parameters that are there. And once I just let me just finish it off, so you can see that it's changed, the color is changed. So that's how this event works in service portal. And there is one more thing that is called as dollar broadcast. I'm not covering in this because that is not a best practice. We should always use dollar on and dollar emit thing, combination of that. We should not use dollar broadcast, but in my future video I'll cover dollar broadcast also. So that's all I have. Thank you guys for watching.